Give me a minute. On tonight's live, we're going to take a look at the sanctions packages against the latest sanctions packages against Russia that have been put on them by the US, by UK, by EU, etc. Right? We'll take a look at the big sanctions packages because they're already having an impact. India is not allowing Russian oil tankers into port. They have to meet all the requirements of the sanctions regime before they're allowed in. And none of them can do it. Not the Shadow Fleet. They can't do it. And the Shadow Fleet is named in some of these sanctions, right? The ships as they're currently being called, the countries that they're currently flagged under, all of which is easy to change. And you can be sure the Russians are doing that. Or they're pulling out of storage every Shadow Fleet tanker that wasn't named in the sanctions. But India's not letting them in. If they're on that sanctions list, they don't get in. That's not all. China's not letting them in. You see these three little bright blue marks? Each one of them represents an oil tanker loaded with Russian oil that will never deliver its cargo to China. The Chinese are refusing port entry because of the secondary sanctions. So don't tell me that sanctions don't work. If sanctions didn't work, if sanctions really made Russia stronger than they've ever been, like Putin wants you to believe, they wouldn't be so desperate for the West to lift them. That wouldn't be their first ask in any negotiation. Lift these sanctions, then we talk. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you and the shitty oil tanker you rode in on. Before the bow breaks off and it breaks in half. Which they are doomed to do. Doomed to do.